Okay, guys, welcome to Berne, and we're gonna just take Cézanne's Anne, but whatever. We're gonna take her trek through Berne on the first morning of the first chapter. We're just gonna have fun. So, okay, so this house is Cézanne's house, and it's really Cézanne. That's how her mom says it, but
right.
it you know. Anyway, and so she's got this little cute little. I like the little swoopy soup, but she rents this house. This is where she lives. And she gets up in the morning, she does this thing, and then she's going to head over to the filling station. Okay. So pretend she's on a bicycle, and we're going to go down the road, and we're going to see this thing on this bicycle. Okay, so this is her trek. She's going down Compromise, which this is the street we originally had for her house. And I will show you which one I originally chose for her. It's this one right here with the little swoopy swoop. Isn't it cute? But I wanted the other one because why not? Although I wouldn't have freaked out a guy if I had chosen that one. This poor guy's like, what are you doing videoing my neighbor's house? It's like, well, I'm just doing a video for me, you know.
Yeah.
No addresses shown. I did not show addresses. I was being nice. But then, so this is what she would do in the morning. She would come down here. Can we pull into it so we can?
Yeah.
So she would come down here, and she has to cross this horrible street. But
And of course, it's out of school time.
right? Coffee lovers will tell you that it is worth the crossing.
For sure.
Me, I'm not a coffee lover, so do I care? No, I don't. All right, guys, this is Anne's favorite place. So we're coming in. And my beautiful daughter. Okay, it's a nice coffee shop, but look, guys, look, check this out. When you go to a coffee shop with a Jesus is King sign, you know you're in a good place. I think I can do this because they're turned away right now, but see, all the fun stuffness. And then
Ash?
the little settings. Isn't it cool? Look, there's even books. I should have brought a book. But yeah, so and then they even have like this little room over here, but I don't want to really show people, where they have like, we did a paint class there once.
There's a sitting area, and honestly where you can show the people, but there's also like a little merchandise area.
Oh yeah, I think I can go in this way and just slowly until I get to the point where I got to stop here because there's someone there. They actually have merchandise over there. But see, Jesus is King is everywhere. I love it. I love it so much. So anyway, this is where she eats, and she orders what my daughter just ordered, which is a
Irish cream latte hot.
Yep, that's
Don't
what she
forget
gets.
hot.
Gotta get the hot. All right.
Whatever. This is silos. This is actually, if I want to come and drink out here, I just like to look at the silos.
That's cool, huh?
I know.
We don't have these in the desert.
No.
A lot of people are like, who cares? But we're like, yes,
It's
because
pretty.
yes. Let me see your cup. This is her drink.
Careful. Hold on.
Oop.
That's helpful. Thank you.
This is her drink, guys.
There you go.
That's what she gets. I just stole Shalice's order because yes. All right, so she would leave the filling station
Filled up.
all filled up on coffee and Irish cream something
And happiness. It's
and
called
happiness.
And now she would.
There we go. Then she would ride the road.
Yeah.
Now, originally I had her riding this way because it's what I knew, but here's the thing. You're having to deal with a big intersection up here. So instead of at the clock tower turning on the other side, she could turn at this street right here.
I would turn here.
So she would turn here. And since you're behind this truck anyway,
I can do it.
maybe.
I can do it, trust me.
But see, isn't that clock tower beautiful? That's where Clock Tower Bound came from, and those are the Mennonites that founded the town. And this is big Amish area, big Mennonite area.
Yeah. And that church across is your Mennonite church.
Yeah, that big old church is the Mennonite church, which is rather fancy for a Mennonite church in my brains, but it's not the hyper-conservative Mennonites. So she would she would come down here. Now I have her going down Main Street, but to get to Desserts, to get to Alpine, which way would she go?
Personally, if it was me, I'm taking you literally the way I would go.
All right.
If I was going this way.
Okay, so she would be riding this way instead of past all the other stuff. And then she would turn here on Jefferson.
This is Jefferson.
I loved seeing this visual changes because it's a chain hair place, and we used to have one in Ridgecrest, so I think it's really funny. And then
lots of one-way streets down here. The Berne Witness, which is a newspaper place, is right there.
So the one on the end there, before you get to that green, separated by a street, that's Clock Tower Bound Books. It's not what it looked like when I chose the building, and so we went with the old building.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
So then the other place for
So where she has to get her coffee
would be right here. Inferior Coffee. It's definitely Midwest coffee, but it's inferior.
So she has to settle for Alpine, and she has found what she can enjoy here. It's not her preference, but it is pretty cool. We're gonna get out and walk a bit now. You need to know about this because it's what comes up next. But there's a super cute, can you show them? The super cute little ice cream shop.
Let me go over a little bit. I'm gonna be on your side.
Super cute little ice cream shop, isn't that cute? It's called Desserts. And that plays in when we get over here. So she's gonna ride her bicycle this way. Okay, so right here, the first chapter, Anne sees a little boy sharing his ice cream cone with his dog. And that plays really heavy into what's going to come next when she gets to her store. But like, there's this big scene where she sees it and she's ready to go back to Desserts when the dog takes like most of the ice cream because dogs.
Because dogs. I know. Cool. People's Bank.
Right? I like it.
Oh.
So cool.
Look at the thing over there, the light pole. There's like old corn wrapped around it.
Look at that. So what is this Saks General Store?
I don't know. It's been that ever since.
Look at the architecture.
Right? Little Swiss architect.
Yeah, it's very, almost Bavarian.
That's... You need somebody in the hardware store.
Look, they have Hungarian coffee cake pins.
There you go. That's why she's going in there. She wants a Hungarian coffee cake.
She'll read about it. Hungarian coffee cake is in Grace.
Oh, she's got to get it from Grace.
Super cool sign.
They have really neat toys here.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this is Burned Books, although
It is a...
it's very different from the cover because I used, like, what, 3 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years old.
And this has only been open months.
Can you get in close enough?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, I think.
Oh, look, you can see over there.
Yeah. So
That's about as good as I'm going to get.
this is what the size of the This is the size of the building. It's not a huge store, but it's going to be a fun store, and it's not going to be as light and bright as Twice Old Tales. I think it fits not to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one is. I'll make sure I'm not going to die. This is the thrift store that is where Burned Books would be, except Burned Books doesn't exist. So,
But it would be.
yeah, it would be if it did exist.
There you go.
Okay, so this would be Burned Books. It is a Mennonite thrift store, but it's etc. I wish it was etc.
Right.
I just really wish it was. But yeah, this is what we call Burned Books in Clock Tower Bound. So it's literally across the street from Anne's store. Her old,
Right.
This is her old one. That's her new one.
So there you go.
But then one day she's hungry and comes down this way. Okay, so she comes in here to get her food. So it's not very far. It's just, can you swing around and show how far away it is? You can see the other building from where I'm standing.
Yep. Right there.
Right there.
It's right there, Bill.
She actually leaves the store unlocked and open and everything and just runs down.
Grab food.
fish here.
Forest, guys, that forest is amazing, and you need to go in and.
What are we doing?
We have to go to the post office. She has to mail books. You've got books. I've got grandbaby stuff. But
Yeah, books.
picking baskets like they have in Red Wing. I mean, come on. Okay,
It works.
It's just the florist, but it doesn't matter. But look how pretty. It's such a beautiful store. It's not just fresh cut flowers. It's so much more.
It's beauty, home beauty.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to show because I've got such a reflection, but
Yeah.
hopefully.
Super cute.
And then Miss What's Her Face would be proud.
Want to try this one? I want this to be it, but it's not.
It's on the
Because I
wrong,
don't think he would live
right on Main Street,
I just don't think he would, but it's too
and
bad.
it's a highway for trucks.
Yeah.
So this is the highway for Ohio. This is the highway to get to Indy. Can you get any more Swiss?
So let's just say sometimes I think Anne isn't actually doing what she's supposed to be doing. Just gonna put that out there. Just gonna put it out there. Because I can see her totally riding through here.
Why not?
But this is the Berne clock tower, the actual clock tower. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous.
And all the
Now-
flags.
and this is like a big plaza park like place.
It's a community centered town thing.
Yeah, it's like their town square almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you tell us about it.
But you've got, this is a splash pad here. You've got your Christmas tree lighting. I'm trying to think of other things that's done. Usually during the summer they have community events. So they will get people that can come in and perform, or they will have movie nights where they have, they'll show different films. Like I think they did the Lego movie. I think they did Encanto. Older ones, they did the Love Bug. Like there's just a variety. At the Mennonite church, from I think it's May to October, so their last one was last week, there is a farmer's market there. So a lot of Amish can be there, local vendors that know what they're doing, they come.
Like my granddaughter.
Yeah. They come, and it's so affordable. That is their biggest thing. That's why the church holds it. It's like $2 for a booth.
Nice.
So it's affordable, because the purpose of the church isn't to make money, but it will help cover their backside maybe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's other. Oh, the fireworks thing is here.
Oh, I didn't know
So they set up the fireworks. This I think used to be an old high school track gym. Across the street. So there's all the fireworks are here, and you get the background of the clock tower in it. The thing that I, as a desert rat, had to learn is in the Midwest, the first frost is the hint that all public bathrooms are closed down for the winter. So, getting out, moving up here first week in December, you're like, we got to get out, let's go to the park, and then you got to go to the bathroom, and you're like, they close the bathrooms here? We just walked 2 miles, guys. We're gonna have to figure this out. So something to know if you're from the desert and that's not ever happened to you, that is something
Probably
that is
just
done
from
out here.
California in general.
Arizona, New Mexico.
Arizona, yeah. Any place that is a warmer, even probably Seattle, they probably don't lock it.
I would doubt it because you're on the coast.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have frozen pipes.
Right. Which
And
is
so
the issue.
I think they turn the water off.
Yeah.
And so there's no flushing anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna get too deep in there, but yeah, this is I think it's mostly volunteers that help keep this going. If you have a drone, you can see it. So this isn't a community garden up front here. There's little flower beds, but if you get a drone and you kind of pan down on it, they actually can make like Swiss flags, or they will make the barn quilts.
Oh, how
They
cool.
actually do
With the
something.
flowers?
Yeah, it's not a community garden. What would have been a great community garden, and if I had known how to do this,
I might have her push for it.
I would have been on it and gotten on it. I just don't know. I'm not gonna. It wasn't worth investing.
Yeah.
But this across the street from this public square, we're gonna
Over
call it
by that white fence?
Over by the white fence. That's the property
Boundary?
yeah. There is a piece of property, maybe quarter acre. It would have been a perfect community garden area. It would have
Oh.
been great. And also too, this area over here is considered the lower class, for lack of a better word. It's nice houses, but you go back a little bit further and you get government housing. Over here, off of this this Water Street, which is the next street over, you're gonna get into your trailer parks. So all people that
And
can
over
walk-
here is where, this quadrant over here is where Cezanne lives. Anne.
Yeah. So it in that back. So it's lower income when you hit like the trailer parks, and you go over here and you've got lower income sections because of government housing. This would have been feasible for them to take care
Yeah,
of.
that
It's
would have been
walkable.
nice. Yeah, it's
It
walkable.
was a great, and also too, anybody driving by that says, "Oh my gosh, that needs some water,"
Right.
could have gone and made sure, and we would have had water.
Yeah.
To do it. It would have been great.
Oh, it would have been awesome.
So-
Okay, so this is Clock Tower. That's the Mennonite Church, and we're going to head back to Shalisa's house right now because I got to get some bread rising again, and then I will show you Nadia's house and Benjamin's house. All right, guys, I got to show you this. Red Wing has one too that I don't know that I showed when it came out. Look at that! Isn't it beautiful? But then, I love this town with all the Jesus. It just makes me so happy. But look at this. Nice little seating place. And on full days, Anne could bring her lunch over here and sit. Close.
If she sat at this table, she could see if anybody comes in.
Yep.
It's right there.
Yep. So, yeah, isn't it beautiful? I just love the corn stalks, the pumpkins, the hydrangeas. It's so beautiful. Look at that.
Daisy.
Aww.
Little wild chamomile type things. That one is a daisy.
All right, guys, this is Nadia's house. She lives here with her stepfather. Isn't it beautiful? I don't think you can see it very well, unfortunately. We might have to turn around. Oh, look, it's got a little in-law house in the back.
I think that's a pool.
A pool house? Well, it's got a pool house in the back. This is Nadia's house. And
I don't know.
this is where she lives with her stepfather. And so she lives pretty close to the store because we'll drive by the store here in a second and you'll see how close it is. So
Okay.
let's do that. I'm going to hold this. Let's keep it going because I want to show why I can't show you a newer version of... I've already filmed this once and I wasn't real happy with it. I'll be showing you the other version because we can't go down this street. The house that Benjamin lives in is like totally surrounded by police right now, and yeah. So that little house over there, can I show it?
Oh, they're all left.
Oh,
No,
they're not. Okay, well then we can't go down there. But there's that little house
Little blue one.
by the red car, and that little house by the red car is where not Benjamin. I've got everybody's name wrong. Where Gage lives. So there's that. So this is how close it is. We're just gonna take you along. I should have given him that house. I like that house. That's cute.
Oh, that would have been. Oh, go the two side ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we're gonna go down. This is Main Street, and so this is how close he lives to. I'm trying to keep that up above this guy's license plate. You know, he's a sheriff for one thing, but for another thing, it's just courteous. But we're gonna go up here. There's a church. I'm curious, guys. I'm just gonna ask you. So they have a thing on their sign that says adoption is a peaceful solution
answer.
a peaceful answer to abortion. So what do you think of that statement? I'm curious. Okay, so see, we're back over. There's the post office again. So you see how close he lives? Everybody lives really close to these stores, and that's not totally true for every part of Berne. I had planned on putting Nadia's stepfather way on the other side, but no, it didn't work. So instead we get this. But see, there's the store. So that's where they live. a bit surreal, though. These things you've read about. I have to send this to Dad.
Have you been listening to it too?
Listening to what?
Do you start recording?
Well, he read The Harvester, and I think he read Limberlost, and maybe Freckles. Just so it's not too steady and boring. Is that some sort of thistle?
I think so. Or black-eyed Susan. No, it's not black-eyed Susan. Too many of them.
Have you seen the fences like this made out of, but they're curved, made out of bricks in England? I love that. It's like, that's genius.
You know what that yellow thing is over there? It looks like a lemon. Do you know what that is?
Kumquat?
It's an English walnut.
Is it? Whoa! Is that like a conker or what?
It took me forever to figure out what those were because they fall on our street. And I'm like, what are these lemons? And someone's like, oh, those are the walnuts. Those are the English walnuts. Or black English walnuts or something.
Black walnut?
Black walnut. Yeah. Took me forever to figure out what those were. 2.5 years.
I just love the fence. Oh, we got to get over by that little bridge too.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's where your path is. All holly's coming out. I'd take you down in there, but it's very overgrown. This is one of the first places we went to when I wanted to go to the Limberlost. It's very overgrown, and there's a lot of stinging nettle and poison ivy, so we just don't want to do that.
You hear the sounds and you're like, oh my gravy. It's what he would have heard. It would have terrified him. Oh, come on little butterfly, just stay. I'm gonna zoom in, see if I can find you. I'm just saying, as long as he's look at all the berries. Poisonous, most likely.
There's some that are and some that aren't. I was learning about that. I have a friend that's really into the herbalism. She's in Illinois. She's so amazing. She has a disease that is just killing her. And so she has to take these horrible shots. So she was a paramedic. She sees that modern medicine has its purpose, but she does a lot with herbalism, and so she's been Even though she sells the courses, she's still taking me under the wings and showing me and teaching me. It's just a huge blessing. So this was her study this week, was she does not attempt to do the berries. She's like, it's just not worth it. But there are some really beneficial ones.
There has to be a way to be able to test a berry. You know, there's just they need to make that an easy thing for everybody.
Yeah. Sure shooting it's the one berry that the body really needs, right?
Right?
So that's how life works. Katie, I want to be careful. There's a lot of poison ivy over here. This is all river. Isn't that crazy?
It is insane.
You see rocks along the bank over there. You can kind of see a rock wall that was long.
Did they divert it or did it just dry up?
I believe it dried up. So the Wabash is called, in the Indian tongue, Wabash means white river. So it was moving so quickly, you know, creating a Kern River, white river effect. But now it is still and brown. It is no longer a Wabash.
So it has been
Polluted.
it needs to be renamed.
Mm-hmm.
Call it the Nile.
Right?
Or the Mississippi, you know, it's got a lot of mud.
Right. Well, I think I'd like to know what the root of there's a Mississippi. So it's Mississippi, but instead of PPI, it's WA. And then there's the Mississippi. So is the Mississippi water? I guess. Where's the water? Or
A river or something?
I don't know enough.
Good. Oh, look at the
Oh wow.
spiky.
Yeah. I know there's a name for that. It's actually a fungus, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something tried to fly into my mouth. It's like, no, you can't have me. I don't eat you.
Katie, ready to go back to the car? Ready to go back to the car?